but that's just like
Yeah,
transmogrification
exactly. Is that just
2.0.
cosmetical,
Yeah, it's just
or
they
will it
said
have PvP stats on it?
no.
I hope it won't.
No, they actually said that it's only customable, and when you reach, like you can see in this picture, this guy is like level 50, which is the cap max level. Uh, but when you like fill this bar, you're gonna have unlocked all the talents, and what you can
Yeah.
do then, you can reset like the whole bar back to like zero and do it all again to get the items at level 50, which is like only visual, they only affect the visuals. They look pretty amazing though. But your power will be the same as level 1 to level 50, which is like really good, which means that they're actually gonna remove the gear, right? You're
Yes.
not gonna have any more PvP gear, which is good, right?
Probably. Hopefully.
Because if I'm gonna go in PvP now, I'm gonna probably gonna get wrecked by full conquest people,
Yeah.
and there's no skill there. Like, let's be honest, they're gonna simply wreck you because they have like
Right
100k more
now in
HP
the
than you.
game, just like they gave the example with the 620 item level and the 700, it's not a question about skill. It's a question about who has the better gear. If you have a blue weapon and the opposition has a epic weapon, they will have a definite advantage over you.
Yeah.
So maybe that will be scrapped, and the game will get to a natural flow where I play my character at my own pace, I gear him, and then when I get into PvP, I am just affected by my decisions on the talent for my appropriate spec.
Okay. Next up on the list, I'm really excited about this, by the way. I want something to, uh, this is close to to class quests, not really, but close, and in combination with um, artifacts and how you upgrade them for each individual spec. I'm gonna get there soon. That's like really awesome as well. Let's talk about a bit about class, what it's called again?
Class orders.
Class orders.
Yeah.
I find that really cool.
And
And
every class has a hall, an
yep,
order hall, and that's where you meet everyone of of the same class, regardless of
I
spec.
think this is actually really cool, and it's an even better version. If they implemented it really well, it's a better version of class quests, and
Yes.
paired with artifacts, which is like an individual spec reward for like it's not only for your class, it's for your spec. So it's even more like customable and in detail, and that's something that defines you. Okay,
I think,
if you're gonna be a holy paladin, you're gonna have an Ashbringer, which is
yeah.
amazing. Okay, that's really cool.
Actually, I think they had this in mind for a very long time because in 5.2 we saw this, like the demonology, no, the warlock demon quest chain for the fell, uh, all your icons and all your spells would change color to a fell magic type. I think they had this in mind for a very long time, but they didn't really touch on the subject, and I'm curious to see exactly where they head this to. Like, make it appropriate for everyone to an extent that I need to learn my class more. Not like proving grounds where I go in and I just finish it,
Yeah.
I get the weapon, and then I can do dungeons. Make it a bit more challenging, and make it so that the end reward, which is the artifact, actually seems like a reward, because you do understand this is something very cool, and people will want, for example, me. I don't know, I play a hunter, yeah, I play a shaman, I play a warrior, but at this point, because I like Kel'Thas and I know his lore, I want his weapon. What that means? Well, I'm going to level a mage and I'm going to get the artifact for the mage. But if, you know, don't make it like something that I need to get just because it's out there. Make it challenging. Maybe the other guy that has played mage for the past 3 years, he's better than me. He's going to be able to get it. I won't be able to. If he plays a hunter, he won't be able to get my weapon because he doesn't have the same skill as me. Make
Um,
it a bit more, rewarding.
I think they will, but at the same time, I think that everyone will be able to get their hands on like a basic version of the artifact. Okay, they actually said this. So it's gonna be a journey just like getting your legendary ring or like your cloak back in Mists. But what's different though, it's not gonna be that boring. You will not need to collect this amount of stones from this raid in order to upgrade your ring. It's gonna be more volatile. You're gonna be able to upgrade your artifact power by so many ways. Like you can PvP, you can PvE, you can explore, you can finish quest lines. All kind of those things will actually upgrade your artifact power. So, uh, as they said it, you'll be able to get this like really soon in the expansion, which I think it's really cool because you're gonna progress with it and upgrade it the whole way. And at the same time, I think they will have some individual rewards for like extreme, not extreme, for like the best players, like the good players. So they are probably gonna have some basic, like some transmogrification, some customable options for like players that, let's say, cleared Mythic Emerald Nightmare or like reached a high ranked in PvP, you know.
Yeah.
That's what gonna be different. But when it comes to like how good compared the weapon is compared to those guys, I'm not really sure if it's gonna be stronger, okay? But they said that they will have some visual, um, like visual integration that when you're gonna see this weapon on me, you're gonna know that I'm a boss and I kill everyone in PvP and I'm really good at it.
Yeah, but at the same time, this brings up the question like, what happens to weapon drops from the bosses? Now, are you gonna still keep them? Are they going to impact stuff in any way? Are you gonna make artifacts more than just purely cosmetic? Are they going to rival the weapon drops? Because if you put in a weapon drop, for example, I don't know, a item 700 weapon, right? If the stats rival the stats on the artifact and it drops out of LFR, I will just go and grab that one. I don't even care about the
Mm,
artifact except from cosmetical point of view. At the same time, if you make it very strong, everyone's going to wear the artifact and there's going to be variety in just uh, upgrades and cosmetics.
Now, like I'm pretty sure that everyone will lose the artifact. That's gonna happen just because you basically have a third, like a second talent system, if you will, in like the artifact. If you've seen the stream, the first perk on Ashbringer, it's something ridiculous like 2 seconds after you cast
No,
Templar
actually, that's the
Verdict.
last one.
Is
They
that
said that that's
is that the
yeah,
last one?
it's the other way around.
I don't know. Then I don't know why
It's
it
from the tip
was
of the sword to the bottom of the. I don't
okay.
know. It was
It
confusing.
was
Yeah,
weird though,
yeah. It
because
was.
it looked like that was the starting point. But anyway, like one of the abilities on the Ashbringer is after 2 seconds, like after 2 seconds, uh, two
Your
seconds,
sword
two
mimics
two
your
seconds,
divine storm
yeah,
and something else. They said, yeah.
2 seconds after you cast Divine Storm or like Templar Verdict, the Ashbringer will mimic the ability. Like every time it didn't say anything about internal cooldown or anything. That's really OP, and any amount of stats, like even if they make this weapon like crap when it comes to stats, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some OP abilities like this. So the way to counter this, in my opinion, they will probably like in the beginning of the expansion, artifact will probably be the best weapons. But they will be capped at artifact power. Okay, so you're not gonna be able to get them
Yeah,
to the
get them
max.
fully capped.
Yeah,
You
and
can get only certain nodes. You
yeah,
have artifact power for just a few nodes, and as the expansion progresses, you
yeah.
will be able to get more artifacts
Yeah,
power.
when
Yeah.
and when they will add a new patch, they might for like a few weeks in the beginning, although I'm not really sure that this will happen, you might find some weapons from like mythic bosses or whatever that might be stronger than your Ashbringer, but only for a short period of time. And even that I'm not even sure if it's gonna happen because they want to they're gonna put so much time in this artifact, so much work in this whole artifact system that they will not simply let you like replace your weapon with
That's actually the problem, Like what they did with garrisons, they put everything into garrisons. I really hope that they don't put all their efforts into this thing. Spread it out a bit. Leave some doors open in case, people don't like it as yeah, at Gamescom, everyone's, oh, we just heard it. Everyone's happy, excited for it. Leave some doors open so that people can change.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool though. And like let's get to this topic and we're gonna talk in general. Last thing that I want to talk about is the customable, not customable, the basically follower system 2.0, 2.0 upgraded follower system that they announced. What do you think about it?
Well, I wasn't a huge fan of the followers and getting a tremendous amount. I would always get 25 or 26, 20 something, just so I can have enough for my full garrison. I really I never had a deep connection with my followers. I always felt that, this one is better, oh, this one is epic quality, I'm just gonna swap it. So having less and being able to identify with it, like they gave the example with Lady Liadrin. She is an iconic uh, figure within the lore. If I need to upgrade her and she's gonna do some scouting for me, and then I get to go into that area, explore it, kill some bosses or some hard mobs, get some loot, get some rewards, it's gonna feel much better than the garrisons. I'm not just gonna drop in and say, "Oh, you're going on a 30-minute mission. I'm logging off. I'm coming back, and yeah, get me something because you succeeded or you didn't succeed." I want to feel more connected with the followers, and the
Yeah.
fact that they reduce the numbers and they make you interact with them more. It's better. It's really better, not just for people in general, but for the game.
Yeah,
For the actual game, it's better.
I think that they know this and they're aware of it. And what I think they will do is basically some kind of you know how you have the followers in barracks, like Vivian, like bodyguards?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably do something similar to this. They're gonna have a limited number with special abilities. Maybe some can tank, maybe some can DPS, maybe some can heal, and maybe each hero has some kind of quest chain that you need to help him or like follow him to help him in his journey and maybe gear him up in this process, like with actual items that drop for him. Something like Diablo system.
Yeah,
But
simplified. Like, don't
just keep
go
it,
full on.
yeah, just don't just make it a like a garrison table and send them to. They're not gonna do that, man. Like, they're not gonna
Yeah,
do
I really
that.
hope not.
They're
I really
no,
hope.
they're not gonna do that. But yeah, anyway, any like last like I think I mean, how do you think in general about this expansion? How do you think that it will go? And yeah, when do you think that they're gonna like release beta at least?
I First of all, answering the first question, what I think about the expansion, I think it touches a lot of things. Like it touches the Elven lore, it touches the Legion as well. It ties with the story that we had in Warlords, and it also touches with requests of people over the years, like the Emerald Nightmare and so on. It can easily transition into a much complex story for future expansions. As with every expansion, I am pretty pumped up for it, and I really hope that this time they will listen to the proper members of the community and not to the small numbers that complain. I really hope that they do uh, serve up on their promises, and we will get a much better expansion than the previous three ones were, and the game is going to get back on its feet. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
I really hope
As for
so.
me, I'm pretty sure I'm going to reroll because I don't know, dude. Like I've been playing a hunter for so many years, and right now I'm just gonna play another hunter with a demon uh, name in front. So it's like, yeah,
Kind of same shit, right?
it's like faith at the same time. It's yeah,
You're
I'm actually
unfaithful.
gonna give it a try and hopefully reroll.
You disappoint me, Garash. You're not faithful to your class.
But think about this. I'm gonna be a demon hunter and then I'm gonna go
Listen,
kill Illidan in Black Temple
dude,
in TBC. So
listen. This is all about trust. You know, like I've been playing a paladin for so many years. I get rewarded with an Ashbringer. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that if you're gonna stick to the hunter, something really awesome is gonna happen in the next expansion. You just have to believe. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I really hope that they can nail this expansion, and if they do like everything that they actually said today, this expansion is gonna be awesome, okay? On paper, this looks really good, but if they're gonna fuck up and remove a lot of these features just like they did with Warlords of Draenor, the expansion it's not gonna be well received just because it's gonna be like another reason to it's not gonna be like, okay, Warlords of Draenor was a misplay, was something bad, we can recover from this. People will look at it as a downfall of the game and the downfall of the quality of the game, and it will not be well received. But if everything that they say today and everything that they presented on paper will actually get in the game, I think it has the opportunity to be like one of the best expansions just
Yes.
because there's so much uh character and class customization, and you feel like you get in touch to your class back. You get to feel like, oh my God, I'm actually playing a paladin. Oh my God,
Yeah, you're
I'm
getting
actually,
rewarded for playing something that you like.
yeah.
Instead of making it a grind, instead of making it hard, instead of making it, for example, a farm fest. It's still gonna be a farm because it's Blizzard games. You have to farm everywhere, but you farm for something that you enjoy playing, and you don't just farm because I I don't know, I need to do Ashran because, I always get an epic and it will be a chance to be an upgrade. No, I want to do it because my class is going to be rewarded and I'm going to further enjoy playing it.
Yeah, yeah, I actually think the same, and I really have high hopes for this. It could be like really good.
Yeah, props to them. I
Ah,
really like the presentation and the teases with the Illidan,
yeah,
the small cinematics. I really hope that there's gonna be what they did for Warlords. Some teases, some more cinematics that will lead to that. So maybe we will see some. I don't know. I really want to see some Sargeras. I don't want to see Sargeras, but I want to see like maybe I don't know his demonic shade or just like a planet that has been scorched by him
yeah,
has left his print. Like if we don't stop the Legion, this is what's gonna happen to Azeroth.
yeah.
Look at it here.
But when it comes to like actually fighting Sargeras, I don't
No,
know,
no,
man.
no, 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 no,
Like,
no.
we're gonna get tricked, dude. If we're gonna fight Sargeras without the help of the Titans, and even then, we're probably gonna get tricked.
It's probably gonna be like, okay, the last expansion for World of Warcraft is gonna be Sargeras. He's gonna come, set the foot on Azeroth,
Destroy us
everything's gonna
all,
blow up.
delete
GG.
accounts, ban accounts.
Yeah, he's gonna delete your accounts. He's gonna
Yep,
ban you. You're gonna lose everything.
yep,
That's the
yeah,
last boss.
yeah. Let's hope that they can do something nice with this, and they should, because I really hope that Blizzard is such a huge company that they will not, basically, Warlords of Draenor will be a wake-up call for them, and I think the way they approach it, and like, fuck Warlords of Draenor, fuck 6.3, we're not gonna have another
Actually,
patch.
they shouldn't look at this. They shouldn't be like discouraged. Oh, we fucked up with Warlords. No, 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 no. We did Warlords. Warlords had its good things, but also a lot of bad things. Let's build on it. Let's make it better. Don't be like, oh yeah, we're sorry, community. We fucked up. We promise that in the future everything's gonna be. No, 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 no. I don't want that. I don't want them apologizing or anything like that. I just want them to understand that there is something wrong with the game right now, and they need to fix it.
Well, to be honest, in my opinion, like when I'm looking back, I see the same pattern, okay? Cataclysm was in most people's eyes not a great expansion, okay?
Yeah, the worst.
And the worst. And when and Lich King was like really well received. After Cataclysm, we had Mist of Pandaria, which everyone in the beginning was like, oh my god, daily quest. But when you look at it, it had a lot of content. Okay, we had
Yeah.
scenarios, we had pet battles, we had um, what it's called, like three huge raids, basically. Not three,
Actually,
like two.
more than just three. Like
I mean two.
three the tiers of raids,
Yeah, I
but
mean two
you had
huge
a lot
raids.
of instances.
I mean two huge raids in Siege of Orgrimmar and
Yeah.
Throne of Thunder, and like the small ones,
You had a
whatever.
lot of lore.
You had the
Everything
Heart
was
of Lore.
explained.
You had like great zones. You had like decent PvP. Actually, people actually enjoyed PvP back in MoP. I did as well.
You got to explore a new zone, a new continent with
Yeah,
a lot of,
a new class. Like don't forget
yeah,
this. Like
a
a new
new
class.
class, a new race with its own architecture, with its own influences, with everything. You even got a shrine where it was your capital, and
Yeah.
you further explored it.
What I'm trying to get, sorry for interrupting, but what I'm trying to get here is Cataclysm was bad, okay? Blizzard realized they stepped up for Mr. Pandaria. Mr. Pandaria was well received in the end, actually to the end of the expansion, other than the huge like 1 year length of Siege of Orgrimmar. Overall, the expansion was good, like quality
Yeah,
wise, content wise, the expansion was good, and it was well received in the end. Um, then Warlords of Draenor, I think they did drop the ball and they didn't put actually enough time and like seriousness when it comes to the expansion. They promised a lot, they didn't deliver. And I think following the pattern, I actually think that the same thing would happen with the Legion expansion. Like the Warlords of Draenor will be a wake-up call for them. They're like such a huge company that they can't really fuck up. They 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 can't fuck up. Okay, if they're gonna fuck up, the game is over basically. And I really think that they will step up with this. They have
yeah,
to.
yeah.
And on paper, again, like I said, I
They
want to
got their try
emphasize
hard pants on this
try
time, and they're gonna.
try hard pants on. I have to emphasize on this. On paper, it looks like really well. And if
By the
they
way, I
can,
think this is like a 30-minute video.
yeah, it doesn't matter. And if they can get this in the game, it's completely fine. But we like 15 minutes 13 to 30, so I think we should like end this to some extent.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah.
should.
Last words.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll. Done.
You're gonna roll. Man, I'm gonna stick to the paladin like fucking Ashbringer, dude.
Yeah,
I have
you're
to
kind
do
of a
it.
sellout.
I'm gonna try Demon Hunter as well though. Looks cool.
Mm,
Illidan boys.
yeah,
Okay, then thank you so much for this chat,
done.
and I don't know.
Gonna do
Uh,
some more
yeah,
soon.
we'll do some more,
TM.
but sort TM Blizzard copyrights. But I don't know. I really want this to be something successful to kind of revive the game.
Yeah, there's gonna be gold guides and preparation guides for the expansion and how to get rich
How
in the
to get
first two
bitches.
days of the expansion and
How to
stuff like
get
that.
bitches.